What can highly sensitive people learn from the story about the Red Riding Hood? Okay, I got dressed up for this video, as you can see, because this came out from a conversation with a client, and we started talking about Red Riding Hood and the fact that she was probably sensitive or highly sensitive, if you want, and the way that she walks about life, or the woods, or the forest, if you want, as a lesson for us highly sensitive people, is something that I think we can all learn from. And of course, I would love to hear from you and see how you relate to this. And if this sounds like nonsense to you, I will take the red hat off my head. Of course, but what I want to share with you is what we realized through our conversation, and maybe that will connect to you in some way as a highly sensitive person living this life in this world that is many times very scary, and many wolves are straying around and looking for us, and we are trying to do our best in this world as it is. So if to start the story from the beginning, Little Red Riding Hood takes this basket with all the cookies and the good stuff that her grandmother loves. Her mother sends her, because she has to, I guess. We have to send our highly sensitive children into the world. We were sent into the world. We were given something to take with us on our way. But this is even something that Little Red Riding Hood wants to take with her as a gift, as something that is comes from her inner empathic self. She wants to help her sick grandmother, and she wants to walk this way of life with the gift that she's bringing, because she's such a highly empathic person. And she starts walking through the woods, and of course, who comes and threatens her and is disguised and tries to tell her all sorts of stories? The big bad wolf. And that is something that we encounter as highly sensitive people many times in our lives. It comes sometimes it looks like a scary wolf, and sometimes it looks like a narcissist. And this is something that I really connect to, and part of this channel that has to do with the connection of highly sensitive people with narcissism, especially. That is like the special niche that I really try to talk about a lot. And this story really relates to that. And the wolf tries to threaten her, but she continues walking her way, and she does it in a way that I think is very important for highly sensitive people to learn when they want to achieve a goal, when they want to walk about their life in their own shoes with their own red hood. And that is slowly and gradually. Okay, I cannot emphasize this enough, the fact that highly sensitive people should take life in a slow, gradual way, every step, every day at a time, not trying to jump to a far end, not trying to run, not trying to get to her grandmother as fast as she can. She has to walk this way in a certain way, because this is the essence of who she is as a person, and otherwise it wouldn't work out for her. And I keep on telling that to myself and to my clients. Some of them, like the one that I was talking to today, highly creative and talented people who really want to bring their talent to the world, and are frustrated because they cannot run get up from the chair and run a marathon or whatever, because they have to do small steps at a time. Otherwise, it doesn't work for them. And that is a frustration, I have to admit, in the world that we live in, where everything is fast, and you want to become famous with the first TikTok that you put, or whatever YouTube that you put out there. And there are people who can do it. There are people who can deal with the fact that they go from 0 to 100. Highly sensitive people, and I'm sorry and happy to tell you that at the same sentence, they take the long, short way, which means they have to take one step at a time. They have to get adjusted to this new step. They have to breathe in. They have to get comfortable with this new step that they just took, and then they can take another one. And this is what our Little Red Riding Hood does. She walks through the forest, gradually dealing with the threats, dealing with people, the narcissism that she encounters a lot. And gradually she gets to her grandmother's house. But what happens there is very interesting. The threat, the narcissism, the bad people, the wolf is still there, and he's tricking her because she's naive in such a nice way, which is sometimes many highly sensitive people tell me, I'm so naive, I'm not related to this world, and I get eaten by the wolf, and I came there to help my grandmother, and what happened is the other way around, because I just don't belong here. And here what comes to the rescue, which is very nice, is the hunter, this person that many times highly sensitive people have besides them. It's the good friend, it's the spouse, it's someone that they can really connect to in a very deep way, not in the fact that he is highly sensitive to. No, he's not. But he can understand it. He understands what he needs to do to help the highly sensitive people achieve their goal, save themselves and the grandmother. And this is what it does. And I really, from my clinic and from life, can say that many times I can see the highly sensitive person, and next to him that hunter, that person that is a bit more I don't know how to say it, a bit more aggressive, but in a good way. He knows that he's doing good, and he comes to the rescue, not in a way that, well, not in a narcissistic way, but in a good and a in a healthy way, I can say. And this is how the story ends, actually, with the grandma and Red Riding Hood being okay, the hunter doing what he has to do, and the wolf dead, narcissism hopefully dead and lying on the ground and not part of their life. And I think that this is a very nice tale to look at through the eyes of a lesson for the highly sensitive people, that first of all, maybe you shouldn't wear red. I'm kidding. You should wear whatever is good for you, whatever feels right for you. And this is what Red Riding Hood actually also teaches us. But then again, the lesson of gradually, slowly noticing the fears, the wolves, the narcissism on your way, walking towards your goal, meeting good, happy, good, healthy, positive people that will come to your rescue, knowing that in many ways, yes, you are naive in a good way. That is something that can help you create so many wonderful things. Write book, write plays, write songs, or whatever it is, and go about life in a slow, gradual way that is good for you. And everything will be okay, and you will succeed, and you will reach your goal, and you can write a book about it afterwards, and that book will be very successful, and kids all over the world will read it. And I'm kidding, of course, but that is in a way what happened. And that would be something that would be very helpful, very good for you, and on your way, on your journey as a highly sensitive person. Thank you so much. My name is Ruth Flax. I'm a counselor. I do one-on-one sessions. More than welcome to contact me through this website, or on the email address, the Gmail address that is written down on the description. I would be more than happy to help you if you're a highly sensitive person. If you're a highly sensitive person that had to deal with a narcissism threat, or you survived, or you're going through a narcissism connection, a relationship, and that would be an honor for me to be part of that journey for you. And that's it for now, and I will see you on my next video. Bye-bye.